Hilfiger. Thursday evening. How you feel, kids? Welcome aboard. This is the Star Report. Hey, should I drop the N-word from Hilfiger, in the intros? It's been over a year. I think my point has been made. I have successfully rebranded the Hilfiger name all by myself, as I told them I could do. When you go to Macy's or wherever you see Hilfiger clothing, do you think of Grand Poobah or Star? Keep it real. I got another box of clothing when I got back from my vacation and another check. God bless those people. But I may drop the N-word. It's up to you. Let me know what you think in the rebroadcast comments. Okay, we've got a power-packed show tonight. Lil Durk and India Cox. This past Sunday here in Georgia. Well, I'm up in Woodstock. I don't know what area Lil Durk is in, but the gunman ran down. Reports are saying it was close to 4 or 5 people. Shots were ripping right after 5 a.m., and Lil Durk was ready. And India was ripping shots out of a Glock as well. Now, Durk and India are okay. But how did he know they were coming? You've always heard me say the devil knows its own. Also tonight, just in case you're not up to speed with who Lil Durk is, and most of you should be, I'm going to be asking you, do you sleep with weapons? I have been since the 80s. It's natural to me, but since I've moved to the Georgia area, I now sleep with an AR-15. I have ever since I moved here. Her name is Karuchi. You've seen her in my Instagram page. But do you sleep with weapons? Coming up a little bit later. Pardon me, okay? Also, whoa. Jamaica demanding reparations. They have put together a petition against Great Britain. Now, before you Americans start calling in and talking about they better not get reparations before us, is there a Jamaican out there that can call in who feels that Jamaica is not owed reparations? I say again, is there a Jamaican or some type of West Indian, maybe a Trini, that can call in and say, no, Jamaica is not owed reparations? Now, many Jamaican people over the decades have, denounced slavery in Jamaica, but it was very, very real. According to NPR, they're saying they're looking for close to $7 billion. $7 billion is what they are putting together with regards to the petition against Great Britain. What do you think? Now, Mo Fax is going to be calling in at some point. I myself have never been to Jamaica, and I'm going to keep it real with you. I have no interest. There's 2 places on the planet I would rather eat glass sandwiches than to go. One is Jamaica, the other is Puerto Rico. And I'm not sorry to say that. Salute to those of you who go there. You have great times. Jamaica, the beaches are shrinking, last I heard. The food, all of the food is flown in. I'm going to try and be respectful. Does anybody even own a goat in Jamaica? Great people. Great people. I just have no interest in going to Jamaica. And you've got the Chinese taking over, literally. But they're in seek of reparations. Troll babies, good evening. How do you guys feel? What do you think? Well, got my Rosa Reds exotic collection coffee mug, and I'm sipping apple juice tonight. No liquor. Troll babies, what do you think? Jamaica trying to get reparations. Now, my question, well, just one of my questions would be, how much does Jamaica owe the IMF, International Monetary Fund? And over the decades, I'm sure they signed many, many things. I'm talking about the Jamaican government with regards to indemnifying the people that they have borrowed money from. Now, I've never, well, I used to, but I haven't kept up with regards to bankruptcy and things like that. You know, I mean, it's a little layered, I'm sure, but do you know your history? Do you care? Again, is there a Jamaican that can call in and say, no, they're not owed reparations? For many, many years, I remember seeing Jamaicans who used to say that they are proud British subjects. Proud British subjects. What say you? Also, coming up tonight, hold on a second, I gotta get my screen together here. I want to talk about a few sponsors. And I do want to open up my floor to more of my sponsors to call in this week. Just in case anybody's banner is not getting enough shine, please send me an email. My email address will be on the screen shortly. You should have it, all right? Lee, I got your donation early. Lee says, he says, keep the N-word. Okay, thank you, Lee. I mean, listen, I'm a creature of habit. I can keep it going for another year. I'm cool with it. I'm just, I like to shift gears, but I want to see what you guys say and think, right? Also, Florida Boy Jay, where are you, sir? I need you to give me some insight on, okay, so it says I'm ready to go. Call now, Florida Boy Jay. Lil Durk. He was ready. Him in India at 5 a.m. What was he doing up at that time? Was the security alarms tripped? Did the gunmen come in blasting? How did Lil Durk avoid what some were claiming to be his fate? Okay, he said, give him a second. Also, my question to those of you who, even if you don't know who Lil Durk is, I think he's one of the top 5 biggest rappers right now. Even if you don't know who he is, how do we get to this point in black culture, in hip-hop? How do we get to this point where the biggest rappers, okay, give me a second, are being victims of home invasions, shootings, shootouts? Are they running up in Katy Perry's home? Taylor Swift's homes? I know you had some degenerates that kidnapped Lady Gaga's dogs. How do we get to this point? And is this now the norm? Sadly. Let me turn this phone down. I'm getting notifications here. Okay, I got to figure this out. Let me get Florida Boy Jay in here early. FBJ, you there, sir? Florida Boy Jay on a Thursday evening.
Yo, Florida Boy Jay, a.k.a. Don Imus on the check-in. We ready?
What's going on with you, man? How you feel?
I'm still feeling a little, you know what I'm saying, a little under the weather, man.
Okay.
A few of my friends said they feel under the weather, but, I think I'm on the up and up. I'll survive,
Okay.
I'm a real nigga out here.
Okay. Lil Durk, man, was the Grim Reaper trying to collect Lil Durk?
Absolutely. And after this situation, Lil Durk might want to find a high-rise somewhere where you have to go through some gated security to get upstairs because, living in a gated community, they said the perpetrators came through the woods. So they didn't go through the front gate. They came through the woods, so lets me know they had to drop on his address and bypass any type of security identification, giving people your ID when you go check in. No, they came through and started busting, and apparently he tossed India the strap, and him and India started busting back, and the perpetrators got away. But the neighborhood did send out a memo because apparently nobody in the neighborhood called the police when the shootout started happening. Mm-hmm. All the neighbors just chilled. So the memo that went out was saying that failure to call law enforcement can result in a loss of life. And then what also happened was that the neighborhood association, a few neighbors, started getting in a group chat, and a lady around 40 years old said that, hey, I don't know why they called Lil Durk a victim. If you do some research, he's allegedly on the hook for an attempted murder in downtown Atlanta and has other felonious acts of violence in his resume. So his old neighbors.
So he's still got that open case? That was like from a year and a half ago. That was prior to the pandemic. Jesus.
Right. So now his white neighbors found out who he is, found out what type of individual he is, and I think it's only a matter of time that they want him out of that community because it was a heavy crime scene, and the neighborhood sound memo told people do not go in that area. And white people pay good money to move away from this type of situations and these type of niggas.
All right, now hang on a second. I need to know if there's a bag on his head. If you don't know, don't guess. Let's try to find out. Is there a bag on Lil Durk's head, or is this some type of revenge plot involving, what's the little guy's name out of is it Rondo?
Quando Rondo.
Quando Rondo, yeah.
Hey man, we can find that out.
Well, you're supposed to be my guy. I told you be ready.
Yeah, but you just asked me, is there a bag on his head? I don't know if there's a bag on his head officially, and if it is, we can find that out. But I'm not going to get on the line right now and say there's definitely a bag on Lil Durk's head.
Gotcha. Okay. Hang on a second. Stay there, Florida Boy Jay. Mo Facts, I need you whenever you're ready, sir. I want to talk about Jamaica. Now in seek of billions of dollars from the British government. Florida Boy Jay, you ever been to Jamaica, sir?
You said, what? I'm not, listen, if Jamaica wants to get their money from the British, by all means, get your money. Just don't interfere with Americans getting our money and getting our reparations. But I'm for all groups of black people getting what is owed to them. I'm all the way for it.
I just asked you, have you ever been there? I said, have you ever been there? That's what I asked.
Oh, hell no. I ain't been to Jamaica, and I don't plan to go to Jamaica.
Damn. Okay. Troll babies, I forgot, but supposedly, this is going to sound fucked up, and Florida Boy Jay, maybe you can Google this while you're with me. Supposedly, Bob Marley didn't want to be buried in Jamaica. And I think Rita either was trying or she moved his body to Ethiopia. Do you know about this? Florida Boy Jay, yes or no? If you don't, I'll keep it pushing.
No, I have no knowledge of what you're talking about.
Okay. Bob Marley said, don't bury me there. Troll babies, is that out of line? Hold on a second, let me text Mo. See what you can find, Florida Boy Jay. Oh, do you have your laptop or you use your phone?
Yeah, I'm researching right now for Bob Marley not wanting to be buried in Jamaica. I'm pulling it up.
I think Bob Marley didn't want to be buried in Ethiopia. I don't know. Let's go to area code 516. Good evening. Talking about Lil Durk. The Grim Reaper came to collect. Are you up to speed? 516.
Yeah, yo, stuff. What's going on?
Hey, who's this?
I just sent a donation.
Okay, who are you?
I'm just calling about the...
Who are you, sir? Who are you? I don't know your number. Who are you?
I'm Pervvis. I donated before.
Okay, Pervvis. I don't know you, sir. Okay, Pervvis. What's cracking, man?
Yeah, so I really don't care about the Lil Durk situation, but I'm calling about the reparations and I'd just like to say Jamaica was one of the wealthiest colonies for the British, and a lot of wealthy British people came out of Jamaica and got their wealth from Jamaican colonies and plantations that they owned in Jamaica. A lot of
sugar cane in particular.
Jamaicans,
sugar cane. Continue.
A lot of Jamaicans own a lot of plantation owners' last names, like Hamilton, and Beckford is another one, and Bennett, which my last name is Bennett.
Okay. So are you yourself Jamaican, sir?
Definitely.
Are you Jamaican?
Yes, I am. I'm a Yachty. I was born in Clarendon, Lioneltown, Jamaica.
Now we're getting somewhere. Your name is Pervvis and you're Jamaican. Okay. Do you think that Jamaicans are owed reparations? That's the question.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Jamaica was the wealthiest colony in the British Empire, right next to the Bahamas and Barbados.
Now, you were born here in the States or in Jamaica yourself?
No, I was born in Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Do you have dual?
In Clarendon.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a dual citizenship, or are you a Jamaican citizen, British subject?
I got dual citizenship.
Oh.
No, I got dual citizenship. I'm not. Fuck the queen. Straight up.
Sir, can you watch the profanity? This is not some black show where you just call in and speak real loose and reckless. All right? Okay. So, if reparations, and this is a big hypothetical, if reparations are granted in some type of way, would you move back there?
That's not going to happen.
Or would you just try and collect, half?
I mean, no, I was born there, so I'm legally a citizen, so therefore, I am owed something. I would like to collect something because I am a Jamaican citizen by birth.
Gotcha.
But that's not going to happen because the British already paid reparations, but to the wrong people. They when they abolished slavery, they actually compensated the slave owners, and that was 40% of their entire budget at that time when they abolished slavery. So they already gave out reparations. It was just to the wrong people.
Well, sir, they are making a push for reparations, but you're saying it's not going to happen. It's a one big facade. Yes, you've got the insight.
Yeah, they already paid out. They already paid out the reparations, but it was to the slave owners. It wasn't to the slave.
Can I ask the caller a question?
And they recently finished paying off the interest in 2015. So I'm with you with regards to what you're saying, but in Jamaica, they are putting together a petition for reparations. This is a reality. Regardless of what you think.
It's not going to happen.
Okay. All right. Are you hating on Jamaica? Keep it real. Even though you were born there.
Me? Nah, man. That's my country of my birth. I still rep Jamaica. Even though I'm a U.S. citizen, I'm making American dollars. That's my country of birth. I actually want to retire there.
Okay.
So I never turn my back on my country. I still go from time to time, even though where I'm from, it's calm. I'm from the country, but it's not like it was before, but it's still my country, man.
Okay. Hey, man, thank you for the call. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. Florida Boy Jay, I just sent Mo Fax a text. Okay, he's on the line. Let's get ourselves a conversation. Mo Fax, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I had
it. 919.
How you doing, Star? How you doing, Florida Boy Jay?
Good to hear from you, man.
Facts. It's popping, man.
Now, you and I spoke briefly earlier, Mo, about Jamaica now seeking reparations. And this has been in the works for a number of years, but they are picking up traction. Where do you want to start?
Well, first of all, I don't have much. I haven't been following this story because I don't pocket watch other people.
Okay.
So the same way I told the Jamaicans, non-ally, let me be very specific. The non-ally Jamaicans that were hating on ADOS or foundational blacks that were trying to get reparations, I would stay out of their business the same way I asked them to stay out of ours. But the question I do have to them is, where's all that talk of we came over here on the same boats and we just got off early? So are they going to break us off a piece just like they asked us to break them off a piece? You see what I'm saying? This is my biggest issue with the non-ally Caribbean brothers and sisters, also the African brothers and sisters, that when they do their thing, it's for themselves and not everybody. But when foundational blacks or ADOS try to do things for ourselves, that we're self-hating and trying to be divisive. Mm-hmm. So I have the question for all those out there that had all that same boat, just different stop talk. Are they going to break us off a piece of the bag?
Okay. If I can ask you a question, Mo, and I mean no disrespect to Yvette Carnell, but did she shift gears? I went to her YouTube channel the other day, and she hasn't been there in a couple of months. I would have thought that she would be on top of this, or is she doing something different? Do you know, Yvette Carnell? Anybody in the live chat?
I have no clue. Like I always told everybody, I was respectful of their organization, but I am ADOS by blood and lineage, not by group.
Gotcha.
The same way I am foundational Black American by lineage, not by group. I was very appreciative to them about coining that term because it was a very powerful hashtag, still could be,
right.
if properly harnessed, because that's what matters in these times in the information struggle that we're in, that you need to have strong hashtags that we've seen with Black Lives Matter. So I would still like to see that be pushed forward, but it's bigger than people.
Okay. So I don't think this is pocket watching. I think this is a reality that African Americans should pay attention to. I don't really, again, I've never been to Jamaica, but they are in seek of 7.6 billion pounds. At this point,
not enough.
Okay.
not enough, because we were asking for at least $1 trillion out of symbolism. And that's why I think that even Trump himself fell short with the platinum plan, because he wouldn't say the $1 trillion word out of his mouth. We need at least $1 trillion to begin with, just to begin with.
Well, I want to focus on Jamaica, Mo. And again, if you're not at the speed, maybe you can pull a couple of notes, or if not, I'll get some stuff here. The number of slaves present in Jamaica reached 600,000 in the 18th century. So you don't think that 7.6 billion pounds would be equivalent to reparations for that number, 600,000?
The reason why, as the last caller just said, there was one of the richest colonies that existed. So I think they will be, and like I said, I'm not pocket watching. The reason why I call it pocket watching is I didn't want them speaking unless they were supportive on our efforts. So I won't be negative on their efforts, but just out of support for them, I would say that number is low considering how integral they were to the establishment of the Western world with the sugar and the rum and in the transatlantic slave trade. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, and the thing, I'm just going to reiterate why I'm calling it pocket watching. Only thing I ask of them, if they are successful, they pass us the blueprint the same way we would have done or will do if we're successful with gaining reparations for ourselves. So that's the only reason that I want to chime in on their efforts, because two things. One, do they plant the same people that said that we came here on the same boat? Are they willing to break us off a piece? And two, if they're successful, will they hand us the blueprint so we can be successful as well?
I think it's two totally different histories, though, because the British took over from the Spanish with regards to Jamaica, so it's not the same in terms of how chattel slavery rose here, in my opinion. Maybe someone feels different. Florida Boy Jay, do you want to chime in on this, or are you not up to speed on the reparations push in Jamaica?
No, I want to chime. I do want to chime in on it, and I feel like they should get their reparations, and just like Mo said, pass us the blueprint, but I don't feel like they will pass us the blueprint because that's how they get down. And if they're not talking about dollars, if they're not talking about transferring white wealth over to Black hands in a tangible way where some white people have to be poor in London or in the UK, then you're not talking about no real money. You can talk to Richard Branson and he can give up $1 billion. We ain't talking about just billions of dollars. We need direct, if any colony or any Black civilization is getting reparations, we need a direct foundational transfer of wealth. Anything else is just nickels and dimes compared to white wealth in other countries, even in America. Okay.
Hang on a second, guys. Hey, before I forget, folks, in the community section, salute to Big Aki. Big Aki sent me an email earlier. Has anybody seen that video that I think is from 2018 with Da Baby gave a white female with her beautiful biracial baby $1,000. She was trying to sell him some hats. And she rolled up on him in some type of clothing store. The baby gave her a rack and then let her keep the hats, took a picture, threw up some type of set. She started crying, but he gave the little Black boys $4. FBJ, did you see that video, sir? Can we just go left for a second?
Absolutely, I seen it, and I was stunned, but not really surprised, because that's what these niggas do. If I wanted to shoot him bail, I would say that it was when he was trying to get his reputation up and trying to do some things to go viral, and now that he has, he's not really that giving to people to get a story off. So maybe that was the case, but just like we said yesterday, if it was, you said it, if it was a white woman or a Caucasian man that was selling something, they would have been quick to pull out 4 figures, 5 figures to impress whitey. When it comes to black people and black boys, you want to teach a nigger a lesson.
Hang on a second. Troll Babies, have you guys seen that video? It's in my community section. The baby was talking all calm and monotone to Becky. He said, that's okay. You keep the hats. Hugged her. She started crying. And the beautiful little mulatto baby reminded me of myself. You know, I just got nothing to say sideways about the kid, but, you know, damn. Gave the little black boys a hard time. Does anybody want to call in from yesterday? I'll go back for you. Today I'll go back to an older show, yesterday's show. Those of you who were sticking up for the baby yesterday, please go see the video in my community section and call in. Let's hear what you got to say now. I'm sorry, Mo, back to you, sir. And Mo, did you discuss anything with regards to some of the newer topics on your platform? I want to make sure we promote you as well, sir.
Oh, so, yeah, we just covered the topic with Megan Thee Stallion and misogynoir and how they're using that to attack black men. So
okay.
That's the latest topic, number 64 that we put out last week. But like I said, I just want to touch one more time on this reparations topic.
Come on, let's go.
And you're right, Star. It is a difference. There are many differences in the situation, and the reason why American ADOS reparations is important to us because it's a leverage tool for us to use between both political parties to see what we can gain the most out of each political party until we achieve what we want, and that is full atonement for American slavery. So that's the difference, because we do vote in the block, and we can swing that vote either way, whichever party's talking seriously about us being atoned for. Mm-hmm. So I would say for the Jamaicans, they should probably follow our roadmap, because we, as you know, the American black man leads black people of the world, and that's that is what it is.
I really would like someone, if you have the time, let me know via email, Cash App, Super Chat, if you feel different, knowing the history of Jamaica, because it's not just, the British going in behind the Spanish, taking over, beating and hurting and killing people. You had some great Jamaican turncoats. I would love to hear some of those names. I mean, I got them right here. But I want to hear if you know your history. Let's talk about those great Jamaican pirates. Were some of them sellouts? Does the British government really owe reparations to Jamaica? Anybody in that live chat want to chime in? Don't just think because they're black, they deserve something. They don't give a goddamn about an African American. Let me tell you now. Hold on a second. James, I got your donation via Cash App, sir. Thank you for checking in. Are you calling in? No? Okay. Hey, Taylor, how are you? Marlon, I got your donation. Yeah, okay, you're a day late. You're talking about Sugarfoot. Leroy Bonner, thank you. Brandon, I got your donation. He says, now Lil Durk will finally slide instead of doing none. I didn't get that. Now Durk finally will slide instead of, okay. Barrington, okay. Okay, he's Barrington is snitching. Did you find any information, Florida Boy Jay, with regards to who ran down?
No, they have no suspects on who ran down on Lil Durk or who put the hit out on Lil Durk. Like they said, the perpetrators did get away through the woods after they came through the woods to Lil Durk's residence. So now
Barrington says Lil Kivo's family.
Say it again?
Barrington sent in a donation, snitching. He said, Lil Kevo or Kevo, his family man ran down.
Yeah, maybe, but that's not confirmed. I'm not throwing out names of niggas who are not confirmed with doing it, because now you're making the spot hot for them niggas. Maybe Kevo didn't have nothing to do with it, but because you say Kevo's name and police is listening to the Star Report, now you might be getting innocent by.
I'm snitching. I don't give a fuck.
Damn. I know what you're saying, but I'm looking for accurate information. I've only heard 2 people say that name.
Gotcha.
I'm not about to say the third nigga to say Lil Kev, and we found out Lil Kev was in Idaho or something like that.
Lil Kevo. Okay, hang on a second. Stay there. How do I say your name? Is it Nolawi? Big ups to Jamaica and Ethiopia. Okay. Hey, Mo, before you came on the line, did you ever hear that Bob Marley didn't want to be buried in Jamaica? And did Rita ever relocate his body to Ethiopia? Do you know? I never followed up on that. Any knowledge?
No, I'm not familiar with that story.
Now, hang on a second, folks. Don't let the dropout hater, objective hater, educate you. What'd you find, Florida boy Jay? Bob Marley. I heard he didn't want to be buried in Jamaica. You find anything?
Yeah, what I found on it is Miss Marley defended her decision to relocate the remains of her husband, claiming that as a Rastafarian, it would have been his desire to lay rest in Ethiopia. We are working on bringing his remains to Ethiopia, said Mrs. Marley, a former backing singer for his band, The Wailers, who married him in 1966, is a part of Bob Marley's own mission. The reburial will take place a month-long celebration scheduled for February to commemorate the 60th anniversary of Marley, who died.
Is this nigga reading Hooked on Phonics? Now, hang on a second.
Welcome.
Give us the year of that article, because the way I understood it, his body's already there.
This article is January 13th. Yes, this article is old. This article is January 13th, 2005.
Oh, my goodness. Let me shut this mic off. Hang on a second, folks. Yeah, I'll come right back. It's 2005. The Troll Babies, is Bob Marley resting in Ethiopia? It's a simple goddamn question. Damn Florida boy Jay reading articles from 2005. Tomau got your donation. And Tomau says the Queen ain't giving nothing to those blood clots. Well, the Queen, it's not her decision. That they have no power, the monarchy. But that was a nice cash up. Thank you so much. Hey, Maddie, how are you? Maddie says, still in the building. Star, you fine as fuck. Well, hey, Maddie, where are you from? You want to send me an email? Are you in Atlanta? If you're not in Atlanta, I can't fly you out. But if you find your way here, we can go up to Lake Lanier. Guys, we got some really bad noise. Can someone make some adjustments? Somebody keeps hitting the phone, the mic, something. Please, it's loud as hell. Thank you, Maddie, for your donation. But, yeah, if you get time, send me an email. Thank you so much, darling, all right? Pervvis. Okay, I just spoke to Pervvis. Brock got your donation. Azura Black. Azura Black says, Mia Bleach. Okay, I'll come back to those. All right, Mo, let me go back to you, man. So, with regards to reparations, do you have time, man, to just pull up one of the articles? I would like to discuss this more in detail. I think this is big. Again, they're looking for 7.6 billion pounds. Can I put you on hold for a second? Pull something up?
Sure. I'll look up some. 1 second.
Okay. Most phone sounds crazy. All right, folks, you can also, call in about the other showrunner question. Do you sleep with weapons? It's normal to me. I'm not going to tell you where my weapon is in my bed, but I sleep with an AR-15 every night. I'm not paranoid. I just, I understand my surroundings here in Georgia. Okay, I'm just going to say Bussy. I'm not going to read the other part of the name. Thank you for your donation. Star, America is the land of violence and guns. Are we surprised by violence? ? Durk and the people like him are products of the system of white supremacy. Okay, I have no problem with what you've just said, but are we to accept it as the norm? I guess that's what I'm asking here. I mean, I did say that earlier. Do you live amongst, areas? And we can't just say it's the hood. There's some very, very nice homes that are being ran up into. Pop Smoke wasn't killed in the hood. They went and got him up in the valley some damn where, and a host of other rappers. It's almost like the hood is the safe place to be now, sadly. Thank you for your donation. Blade, I got your email. Give me a second. I'll get to it in a second. Jesus Christ, I'm having a tough time here with this mouse. OG Joe got your donation. What is this? Okay, nigga, act buck wild, and I'll guarantee you'll see stars in the morning. Okay. AMK says Jamaica only wants reparations because they are broke from selling everything to China. Ooh. They willingly bleached to look like the people who enslaved them. Oh, my God, that was a hard shot. AMK, thank you for your donation. Yeah, bleaching is still huge in Jamaica. India and other places as well. Is it Tejan? Hey, Tejan, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hey, FBJ, are you a convicted felon? And if so, what does your rap sheet look like? You want to answer that, FBJ? You don't have to.
Yeah, I would love to answer that. I've been charged with felonies numerous times, but my lawyers have been a beast, and we have got those charges dropped down to misdemeanors. Like I said, I've been in jail 5 times. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no bitch ass nigga, man. We've been outside the streets. You know what I'm saying? I wash my face with state soap before, brush my teeth with the state toothpaste, and gave my trays up. And sold, you know what I'm saying, brownies for hot dogs the next day, and read books and pass cards. Yeah, I've been outside, nigga. Stop playing with me. I just ain't got no felony.
Okay. Glass Sandwich says it's a proxy war happening in the Caribbean between the U.S. and China. We never even spoke about the Haitian president being killed. Oh, did we touch on that? I forget. Jamaica is leveraging this $7 billion. They should be asking for more. Okay. Thank you for your donation. And T, hey T, is that T from North Carolina? Some bum ass niggas was talking about a shooting in the hood, so I drove back to my white neighborhood and called the police. They gave me a reward. So here you go. Oh, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. All right, and Blade says, okay, that's an older one. Pardon me. Guys, give Mo a second. He's going to be getting just a little bit more details because I do want to at least try and do a deep dive if we can with regards to Jamaica seeking reparations. Hey, 404, you there? Good evening. 404. 404. Let's get him out of here. Why do you call me with a bunch of stuff you're doing? Speakerphone. Good evening. Area code 718. Good evening.
What's up, Star? This is Andre Tattoos.
Hey, what's up? Hey, man, how are you? What's cracking?
What's going on, Star? Yeah, I'm Jamaican, so I can tell you a lot about Jamaica.
Oh, man. Andre, can you come closer to the phone? You're one of my sponsors. Take your time, please. Seeking 7.6 billion pounds. What say you, sir?
How about now? Can you hear me now?
It's a little better. Go ahead, a little better.
Yeah. So basically, it's they should get it. I think they should get it. Like I've been hearing a lot of things about. There's a lot of Jamaican like allies that you have here. I've been here since I was like 6 years old. So I'm basically like grew up here. And when I went back to Jamaica, I was considered a Yankee. You know what I'm saying? So. And it hurt, but I grew into it. I grew into it to accept it, and I made a career here. I make a good living, and to say that if America wins with reparations, like everybody else wins, and I think this is we're at a pivotal point where Americans and anybody that from the diaspora of Africa that settled here, taken here unwillingly. There's a time for everybody to start coming together, because guess what? It's like if everybody's together, they gotta buckle. If Jamaica wins, yeah, fuck it. Excuse my language, but yeah, I think America has allies here. And there's a lot of people from the Caribbean that love living in America. I do. I consider myself American more than myself being Jamaican.
So you were considered a Yankee back home when you went back.
Yeah, I'm born there. I'm born in Spanish Town, Jamaica.
So why is it still home?
Because my family's still there. My grandmother's there. My aunt, my 7 uncles. Not 7 uncles. I got 7 uncles, but some of them still live there, and I still go there to visit. I do business there still. Growing coffee and distributing it up here. So that's something that it feeds my family, and it both here and in Jamaica. And then, tattooing also.
You have family that grows coffee in Jamaica? They produce it, or they cultivate it for someone else? I missed that. What did you say?
That's another crop that they made so much money is coffee. We grow coffee there, and sugarcane also. We're one of the families that I can't really say my family's last name. My mom's side of the family. But yeah, we grow coffee there. We're just starting to get into the coffee business now.
Now, I've never been to Jamaica, but sir, with all due respect, everything that's big in Jamaica is imported from somewhere else. I know they produce some bananas and stuff like that, but you're saying that there's a big coffee industry that Jamaicans own. Jamaicans own in Jamaica.
Yeah. There's so Japan is one of the biggest exporters of coffee. Japan buys the majority of the coffee coming out of Jamaica.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's news to me.
Still, there's sugarcane there. Huh?
That's news to me. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's called Blue Mountain Coffee. So if anybody knows about Blue Mountain Coffee, it's really expensive. It's like $100 a bag. You know what I'm saying? So it's
probably because it's so scarce. But you're saying that it's mass produced. It's it's really thriving out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a bag of coffee.
Please do.
I'll send you. It's nice too, man. It'll creep up on you. The energy is a creeper, But when it hits you, you're just like, whoa. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're energized for the rest of the day.
Do they have goat farms out there? Curry goat is still one of the biggest delicacies. People breeding goats in Jamaica.
Still got goat. Yeah. Yeah, we still got goats. We still got cows. We got chickens. It's there. If you own the land, you're better off than someone that lives in the city like Spanish Town or Kingston. Mm-hmm. But it's a small island, right? Yeah. And island life, and then and it's sinking too, because not really sinking, but the water, since a global warming.
The beaches are shrinking. The beaches
was arising.
Beaches are shrinking. Yeah.
The beaches are shrinking. The beaches are shrinking. So it's not going to be popping there for a while. It's not going to be popping for a long time. So I'm due reparations, but guess what? I'll probably collect, but I wouldn't even go back.
Okay.
Hang
on a second. Andre, hold on a second. Mo, do you have any questions for Andre? And Mo, have you ever been to Jamaica? Mo, you there?
No, I've never been to Jamaica, but I did do a quick deep dive, and they had this commission together since 2009. And it's funny, all of a sudden they're picking up steam with this right after we made our big push. But like I said before, that number is way too small. They're asking for 10.5 billion U.S. dollars. That's equivalent to what they're asking for in pounds. And there's 3 million people in Jamaica. And just say, if you say
so
2/3 of those are black. But what I'm just saying, if you said there's 2/3 of them are black in Jamaica, and then you say another million, you're saying due to diaspora out of Jamaica, that's only like $3,500 a person. They talking about stimulus checks, bro. That's what y'all asking for, stimulus checks.
But that that number that they're asking for is only going to go to a select few. They're only going to give it to a select few people. You know, like my family is lucky because we kept the land. So no matter what, we just need you need to get the equipment to where I live, where my family's from, right? But like,
so are you saying most of the people in Jamaica were not? Are you saying most of the people in Jamaica were not slaves? Is that what you're saying?
No. Listen to what I'm trying to say. I'm saying everybody in Jamaica is a slave. I'm a descendant.
Hey, Andre, I really want to hear what you're saying, but it sounds like you're far away in a tunnel. Can you do anything to fix your phone, please? Sounds muffled.
How about this? Is this better?
It's a little bit, man, but finish.
So
what
I'm saying is, everybody is due reparations there, but that number is too low for everybody in Jamaica, right? That money is gonna go to a select family in Jamaica. That's it. It's corrupt. It's corrupt politics, right? If you're asking for reparations for, like, let's say you asking for reparations for the United States, then guess what? The British Crown got to give reparations too, because part of Britain was in America too, right? You know?
I disagree, but go ahead.
Oh no! You don't.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't.
Exactly.
See?
No.
Okay, hang on, Andre. Let Mo respond.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Andre, let Mo respond, please. You've been speaking. Let Mo respond. No. We're not going to yell. We're going to speak one at a time. Let Mo respond.
Wait, can I finish? Can I finish? I'm not even. My man, I wasn't even trying to scream down your throat about. Let me finish what I'm trying to say. The British.
Actually, I want Mo to respond. You've been speaking, man, one at a time. Mo, go ahead. You have the floor. Mo, you have the floor.
Yeah, so what I was just saying was, if they want to give just like we want to give every black person in America that has lineage back to ADOS, we want everybody to get reparations. So if they want everybody to get reparations in Jamaica, y'all are asking for $3,500 per person. And they even said in the article from Essence itself, you only want the cost of them as slaves. Here in America, we want return on our investment in this country. So that's why I said, if y'all want...
I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying about America and ADOS. I trust me, man, I'm one of those allies. I've lived here long enough. I've seen the corruption in Jamaica. I agree with everything that you're saying, but to say that, like, all Jamaicans is messed up, that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, trust me, V, I love America. You know what I mean? I love it here. I don't think I would even get to the level where I'm at if I was still living in Jamaica. That's hold on. First of all, let me clear, because I'm not making any aspersions towards you or any person that's an ally. I'm just saying, from the number I'm looking at, y'all are getting played, and you need to say that because $10.5 billion, like Matthew said, that's not enough to pay my rent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all,
it's super low.
But Andre, you have the last word. Let's finish up.
They're not looking out for all the Jamaicans. What I'm saying is, the people that want that number, that made that number up, they're not looking out for all the Jamaicans. They want to put that money in their pocket. You feel me? That's
sounds about
thing.
Right to me.
It's corrupt. Right. It's a corrupt. It's a corrupt number. Yeah. That number is only going to go to a select pocket of people, but it's not going to go out to the whole of Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And the only ones that are going to survive it the longest are, like, let's say, like, people that own land in the countryside. But guess what? Guess who's there in Jamaica right now buying up all the land? Trying to buy up all the land as much as possible.
Chinese, yeah. You know? Andre, I have to take other calls, man. Thank you. I have to take other calls.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one. Thank you.
All right. Florida Boy Jay, I want to finish up with you, man, because I want to shift gears here. And, folks, please check out one of my sponsors on the screen, www.primaccounting.com. I say again, www.primaccounting.com. Florida Boy Jay, anything else with Lil Durk and India Cox? Come on, man. Give me something, man. Niggas ran down, ripping shots. They had India busting a tool. Come on, man.
Yeah, first of all, like I said before, man, his neighbors know that it was Lil Durk. His neighbors want him out of the neighborhood now. No arrests have been made since the shooting. The police came to his house, made sure the guns were clear. The guns were clear. And that's pretty much it on that topic right now, the Lil Durk situation.
Can you speculate? I'm not asking you to rat and snitch. That's my job. But can you speculate?
Can I speculate on who was shooting at him?
Yeah.
Man, this shit really happened, Star. They really ran down on Lil Durk. Yeah. They didn't go through the gate. They came through the woods. They know where he's at. They took his brother out. They took his artist out. They got the drop on him, man. Like, talking about Asian to death is happening in your face. They came to kill him 2 nights ago. Ain't no more speculation. Ain't nothing else to talk about. The shooters is at the door. They banged on him. Luckily, him and India was able to shoot back. They didn't expect it, and the shooters got away. But they on his ass. They on the goal line about to punch in on the one.
How much time do you think he has left? Can you take a guess?
I don't see Lil Durk living past Labor Day, my nigga. It's over for this nigga during the summer. He's gonna drop. Listen, once they toast him, he's gonna drop a double album. He's gonna blow up, and it's gonna be the end of Lil Durk. You already know what time it is, bro. Okay. He has his posthumous album ready to get launched the minute they put him in the dirt.
Okay. Hey, man, thank you. Salute. And when are you doing your next podcast? Because you're shifting gears. When are you doing the next one?
Yeah, I'm doing my next podcast next week. I'm going to bring on some other co-hosts. We're going to be starting to record in Jacksonville, in my hometown now. So I'll be able to bring on multiple co-hosts, my brother, a few niggas that I know, a producer, some other educated females with a vast experience in life to be able to give some more perspective instead of just quoting Instagram memes and other things. Perspective Facts podcast is in start.
Shots fired, nigga, talking reckless.
Right now, that's the last episode with my former co-host.
Okay.
Please like, subscribe, and share it.
Gotcha.
Perspective Facts podcast. Sorry, you have a wonderful night, Mo.
Thank you, man.
You have a wonderful night, too. Thank you. You guys have a great night.
All right.
All right, peace, bro.
Mo, hang on a second. Yeah, if you don't want to speculate, I'm not going to force you. Troll babies, anybody want to guess who ran down? Is there a bag on Lil Durk's head? I like him. I mean, as much as I can. I'm nobody's fan, but and when did that track with him and Dej Loaf come out? Was it 2015? My Beyonce. That was my shit. Lil Durk, huh? Grim Reaper came to collect. Folks, please check out my other sponsor on the screen, www.jupiternights.com. I say again, www.jupiternights.com. Oh, should I see my nigga Crime Skills? Hold on a second. Crime Skills is going to break this down. Crime Skills, are you there, sir? 954 in the building.
Yeah. What's really, really, really hood, though? What's really, really hood, though?
Now, I know you're Jamaican. Were you born there or were you born here?
Come on, Bridget, really?
I forget.
Born,
man. I forget.
I came into this country. I came into this country at age 13.
Okay.
Unfortunately, like that other dude that was talking to Mo just now, I'm not here to defend and talk all of that rah-rah. I'm going to tell you something that it bothers me before I even talk about this reparation. Every time I hear this nigga Mo talk about alliance, I'm going to say this. Mo do not speak for the majority of black Americans that I grew up with up here. I hate that shit when these people push this alliance as if we are enemies, yo. I hate it. Let me just say that. You see what I'm saying? Number 2, not Jamaica, not America, not black Americans, not Haiti. They're not getting no reparations, okay? No, they could cry, they could push. It's not happening. You do not ask for reparations, you take it. We can actually take it, but guess what? We're too divided, Star. That shit will never happen. Because number 1, that back to this alliance and Jamaicans and Haitians and black, we will never get it. When with the elites see us arguing like this, they laugh. Look at them. Oh, alliance here, like, come on, for real, please, Bridget. And the Green Mountain Coffee with Star is one of the best in the world. If you don't know about that, Green Mountain Coffee.
I'm not really a coffee drinker. I'll try it, but I'm not.
Repeat that?
I'm not really a coffee drinker, but is it a huge industry for Jamaicans? Who owns it? That would be my question.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Chinese or Japanese own it right now, to be honest with you. But Ever since a little kid growing up, I used to even pick coffee. My grandfather was into this stuff, but it has a different taste from your regular coffee. You should try it. You would like it. Trust me.
You know, I probably have had it, to be honest. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the packaging. Hang on a second. I've had this before. I'm looking at it. I've had this, yeah. I'm just not a coffee drinker. It doesn't really do anything for me, but okay, continue on. So now, would you like to see reparations, even though you said it'll never happen? You yourself, born and raised in Yard, would you want to see it happen?
Yeah. I would love to, but knowing what I know, it's not gonna happen, Star. I'm keeping it a buck with you. But black people cannot get reparation by asking for it. I'm gonna show you something. Number one, let's say we got 50 million black people in this country. Just give you a rough number. Mm-hmm. All we need is 25 to 30 million of that people, black people, to be. This is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna work. We're not going to contribute to the light, the food, nothing. Live off the land for a year or two. Just don't go to work, don't do nothing to contribute to their society and demand what you want. You see what I'm saying? You got to affect the major money movers, like stop supporting like the rappers, the actors, Hollywood, things like that. You got to hit them at the top to get it. You can't ask for reparation and get it. It's nonsense. You got to get up. Black people got to come together, put a scheme together and just demand it. And if you don't give it to us, we're not going to work. We're not going to pay no phone bill. We just walk to each other, meet each other, talk. You just can't get it that way by asking. You got to stop contributing to everything that makes the economy turn. You got to put the economy in a chokehold to get it. That's just that.
Crime Skills, hold on one second. I'm looking at a new owner of Blue Mountain Coffee, Michael Lee Chin.
Exactly. I said this must be a Chinese or a Japanese. That's what I said just now, right?
I was asking Andre if this was a Jamaican-owned business. The Chinese-owned Blue Mountain Coffee.
Don't know nothing, Bridget. Come on, you can't ask guys like that left Jamaica since they 6 years old, Star. Come on. You got to ask me, Bridget. I got people that I talk to on the regular in Jamaica. Okay. Like I said before, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Chinese or a Japanese own it. And look at that. You did your research, and it's a blood-clot Chinese own it. Come on.
Jesus. Modi, want to jump in? Crime Skills came on the line talking a little spicy. I don't want you to feel like you can't respond.
Now, first of all, when I'm speaking about alliance, I'm saying that if Jamaica wants reparations, it's fine. I'm supportive of them. Like I said before, I'm not pocket watching what they're doing. But there was a lot of Jamaicans that were speaking down on Americans, saying we were being divisive by asking for specific claims for our specific people. And I'm calling out those people. If you're an ally, you're an ally. Second of all, you're not an ally because you're negative-minded. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that we can't get what we were owed. And if you're thinking like that, then you're not an ally, sir. You are somebody that needs to get out the way or get ran over. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do.
You're retarded with the way you comprehend. I said, listen to what I said, Bridget. I said, every time I hear you come on the phone with Star, you got this negative energy you're pushing against us, my nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Which Jamaican out there, I would love for you to list the Jamaicans that talk against y'all. Let me know, nigga. Let me tell you something, son. You see, since I've been in this country, every black American that I come across me, nigga, show me respect. You know why? Because we protect y'all niggas from getting raped in prison, nigga. Let me tell you that. You hear me, dog? So stop with that negative energy,
hold on, brother. You protect us, but the Chinese buying up your island.
Number one.
You protect us. All right, guys, one at a time. Okay, hang on a second. Crime Skills, can you let Mo respond? Let Mo respond, please. Go ahead, Mo.
No problem.
Like I said, you protect us, but the Chinese and the Japanese are buying up your island. Y'all are 90% of the population, but y'all won't get it popping on your own island. But you want to come here and talk all that rah-rah. You see what I'm saying? We're in the belly of the beast. Hold on, brother. Hold on. We're in the belly of the beast. This country spends the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in defense compared to every other country. And you want us to raise up, but you can't even protect your own island, and you want to come here and talk spicy to me? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take that oxtail somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is, I'm saying that anybody that wants to be my ally, then I'm with them, no matter what nation they're from. But there was a lot of Caribbean people speaking down on ADOS people, talking about we're divisive because we want reparations for our own people. So, yes, I'm speaking to them, and I made it very clear I'm not speaking to the allies. Second of all, this is where you're silly-minded at. If you're talking about $3,500 per person, it's called market value. Y'all are ruining the market value. Because if y'all take that, they say, oh, give the rest of the niggas $3,500 a piece. Nah, y'all not going to come in here and ruin the market. When we got this talk popping back in 2016, 2020, y'all been trying to get this out on the road for 2009 and then make a peak. Now all of a sudden y'all want to talk about reparations. Y'all want to take that little chump change. I wish the government would try to give me $3,500 for a reparation check. I'll wipe my ass with it. You take that check.
All right, guys, hang on a second. Before I let you respond, Crime Skills, I've never been to Jamaica. Great people. I'm looking at the very popular drink that I've always known, going back to the 80s, called Ting, T-I-N-G. You know this drink very well. Yes, Crime Skills?
Yeah, man.
Ting is not produced in Jamaica, and that's what I was asking earlier. What is produced in Jamaica that is owned by Jamaicans? Ting is, hold on a second. It is owned by, it's produced in the United Kingdom under license by Cott Beverages. When I click on Cott Beverages was purchased by Primo Water Corporation. So again, I'm just asking, as we're discussing these things here, what is really owned and manufactured in Jamaica by Jamaicans?
Sir, the only thing I could tell you that we own and we manufacture, and I know a lot of people that own it and manufacture tobacco, weed,
okay,
and I really don't know much else, to be real with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But like I said, the Chinese could own all they want. There's one thing. There's one fact about what's going on.
Okay.
They can own all they want, but that's our land. You see me?
Okay.
Remember that. That's just what it is. They could own it, and a matter of fact, a lot of it they lease for like 30 plus years. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. So more research. But like I said, that's it for me. Have a nice night.
Well, hang on, before you go, one more question, Crime Skills. I mean no disrespect. Was that a rumor that Bob Marley wanted to be buried in Ethiopia, and was his body ever moved to Ethiopia? Because I remember Rita was trying to take his body, his remains to Ethiopia.
Listen to me, brethren. Your knowledge and your information, you're on point. That is so. I do not know if his body had transferred, but that's facts. I think it's supposed to be between Ghana, either Zimbabwe, Ghana, or Ethiopia. One of them three places.
It was Ethiopia.
That's facts.
Ethiopia.
That's facts. Yeah. All right.
Crime Skills, thank you, man. Thank you. Okay.
Respect.
Okay. All right. Crime Skills. Mo Facts got a crack in there for a minute. Mo, you good, man? Shit.
I'm good. I'm always good. Playing on my lineage.
Hold on a second. Troll babies, I want a goddamn answer tonight. Has Bob Marley's remains been moved to Ethiopia? Well, why is that like some question that's stumping people? Somebody send me a link, please. Florida Boy J's my nigga, but he's reading articles from 2005. What the fuck? Matthew got your donation. Yo, niggas is trolling. He says the greatest Jamaican was Snoop Lion. Jesse James, I got your donation. Damien got your donation. Did I just speak to him? Hold on a second. I think I did. Folks, I want some speculation on Lil Durk. Salute to his fiancée, huh? India Cox. Ripping shots, holding down Lil Durk. They have survived the shooting, folks, in case you're just now joining us. The shooting happened this past Sunday at 5 a.m., Monday morning. I guess it was Monday morning or maybe late Saturday night, Sunday morning. I don't know. 5 a.m. Niggas ran down with the sticks and Lil Durk was ready. I'm going to disagree with Florida Boy J. I don't think he's going to be taken out of here. I think this incident has now alerted him to just how real it is. This incident has now given Lil Durk a chance to to regroup, get his team on point, fire niggas. And who gave out the Addy? How did they know which way to come and run down? Damien, I don't see you in the queue. I think I picked your call up already. Yes, I did. Thank you, Damien, for your support, man. You are appreciated. Hey, V, I got your donation. V says love and respect from New Orleans. Hey, V, thank you so much. You're looking good, girl. Thank you so much. Rory on the check-in. Yo. Rory says blacks ain't getting nothing. Black Lives Matter spent it all. Mo, you got to respond to Rory. He's going there.
Black Lives Matter took it all. Nah, bro. Like I said, that little chunk change they got ain't nothing to compare what we owed. But ask him when he gonna get that Irish reparations.
DJ Bo Birch on the check, and he says Florida Boy J is a fraud who stay capping. Damn. Shit. Okay, well he's not hitting him. And okay, Maddie says she's in St. Louis. Okay, thank you, darling. Hold on a second, Maddie. Did you send me a picture? Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Ken, how are you? Okay, Miss J, is that Miss Jones? No. Ken, let Miss Jones tell her lies. We've said that before. I guess you missed the show. What show, Troll Babies, did I put there? More receipts? I'm so tired of posting receipts. Ken, let her tell her lies. I have nothing bad to say about Miss Jones. She's salty because 5 people voted her off the show. Star was trying to keep her around. She's capping. Star fired me. I was making $140,000, Ken. Who the fuck could I fire or hire? It's Cap. Let her tell her lies, you know. But thank you for your donation. Oh, and you said academics? I don't know what's going on with Ack. Supposedly he had a $10 million podcast deal. Troll Babies, what happened to his deal? Was he capping? He was thanking people. That was like 6 months ago. I got a great deal. We were taking this deal over that deal. I said, well, go ahead, nigga. I was wishing him luck, man, you know. And you said Mal and Rory. I salute Mal and Rory. They've always been respectful to me, Ken. And Joe is my guy as well. I wish all of them the best, you know. But thank you so much for your support. And the last one before Anthony got your donation. Thank you so much. All right, Mo, I'm going to finish up with you, man. And make sure you promote your platform. Anything else with regards to Jamaica demanding reparations? Or, Mo, do you sleep with a weapon? I want to ask people this question. I'm serious as colon cancer. Do you sleep with a weapon, Mo?
I sleep on reach of something at all times.
Okay.
I'll leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't make ADT. You know what I'm saying? Go off, or you might catch a hot one.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
but going back to Jamaica, all the best to them. Only thing I say is the check is too small. If they do get the bag, pass us the blueprint. If we get it first, we will pass them the blueprint. I'm saying, but make sure the check is not too small because you're setting the market value for everybody to follow behind you, and that could be a dummy mission with the $3,500 stimulus check they're trying to get right now.
Okay. Mo, good to talk to you, man, and thank you for joining me on this conversation tonight, man. Thank you.
As always, Star, I appreciate it, and I'll holler at you later.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mo Fax on the check-in. Folks, I've never been to Jamaica. I told you that, but it's nothing personal. I mean, I have no desire to go. Years ago, I don't want to go too far back, but I always used to talk about if I went to Puerto Rico, I would want to go to Vieques. Anybody remember that? I wanted to see where the U.S. Navy was using that part of the island for target practice. This is going back. And remember, I used to ask Miguel about Vieques, and I think every Puerto Rican guest that came on the Star and Buckwild show, I was on some trolling shit. I would ask them about Vieques. Now that's where the Navy he used to fire the fucking fire into the island. And I would ask people about the cottages in Vieques. They'd be like, no, I've never been there. Oh, really? Let me slow down. I want to know, before this goddamn show is over, was Bob Marley eventually buried in Ethiopia? His body was in Jamaica for about 20 years. I remember seeing footage with them carrying the coffin through the mountains. Hundreds, if not thousands of people. Somewhere around the mid-'80s, I was hearing rumors about Bob Marley wanting to be buried in Ethiopia. Now, let me just say, I think they deserve reparations. Let me jump out the window because, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just hating. I'm the objective hater. But if they get reparations, what are they going to do on that island? And how does Trenchtown look these days? Is it still a shithole? Anybody know why they call it Trenchtown? Play with me tonight. Because of the trenches. The trenches in the goddamn sewer system. It literally smells like shit in Trenchtown. You're walking to school and the shit is going down the goddamn trenches as you're walking. We're catching a bus. Hey, Big Aki, are you calling in, sir? I mentioned you earlier in case you didn't catch it, but Big Aki, guys, is the one who sent me the link to the video that's in the community section with DaBaby giving Becky a rack and told her she can keep the merch, the hats. Talking to her all soft. Thank you, Big Aki. He says, what the F is Crime Skills babbling about? Those jerk chickens like those soft-ass Brooklyn niggas don't make me though. Okay, this is a little hard to read. Something about a yarmulke on nigga, LOL. Okay, thank you, Big Aki. Kermit, I got your donation. Give it a day or two. I'm waiting on intel to come back. I don't just sit up on the microphone and just say stuff, to sound funny. I'm no comedian. But yeah, the cannon is packed. I'm waiting on some other intel because when I come out, or when the cannon rips, a bunch of people are gonna get hit, and that's the way I usually get down. Not just one person, a couple of people. But thank you for your donation. Blade says, Star, Jamaica's Blue Mountain Coffee is some of the best. Yes, we've been talking about that, and it's owned by the Chinese. So what are we saying? I think maybe I should put that into the equation. Because we're talking about reparations. How did Jamaicans lose a lot of the things that they once did own? Some of you have families in Jamaica, and your families have done well over the decades. Centuries, if you will. You've had servants, indentured servants. I've got some West Indian family from St. Kitts and Dominica. You've heard me mention them before. But did they sell off most of the things? Did they lose them? I don't know. I don't know too much about Jamaica other than what I've read over the years. But thank you for your donation, sir. Cool Mo Slizzy on the check-in. Florida boy Jay, pressed in dreads, gets in the way of him. His pressed in dreads gets in the way of him reading, and the baby did the right thing. Okay, the young boys were trying to hustle him. Okay. Snake Holly, are you on the line? Snake Holly, area code 347. You there on a Thursday? Snake Holly. Snake
Star, what's going on? Can you hear me?
How are you, sir? Thank you for your support as always. It's cracking.
You got it, my man. Yo, I this situation with the baby spoke to me in a way I ain't been touched like this in a minute. Maybe because I'm a father.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's the amount of people that it's not really what he did that bothered me. It's the amount of people in our community that don't understand the implications of it. Okay. That really, really tears away at me. I mean, we talking about an artist that never mind the fact that he go to a strip club and they throw hundreds like it's nothing.
Facts.
Lap dances are always overcharged. That's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Never mind the fact that if a shirt got the Gucci logo on it, it costs $1,900. Nobody questions the price.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Never mind that.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Never mind the fact that they hope Star. I can't tell you nothing you don't already know about these cats because of your lifestyle. But
now, hang on a second. Did you send me an email yesterday saying I forgot your cash?
Yeah, we've been.
Okay.
I've been.
Take your time.
It's been on my heart heavy, man.
But
you
listen,
know what I'm saying?
Take a deep breath. Take a sip of something. I'm in no rush. I owe you from yesterday. Go. Take your time. Go.
These are young niggas, excuse my language, that travel in circles where even to ask the price of something is considered uncool. Okay? If you know, then you know. All right? So for people to justify him, listen, man, the real lesson he taught them kids was that this is the real lesson. No good, decent man pulls out $1 million in front of you just to hand you 100. Because when you do that, you asking for the wolves to eat you. You're asking for that. So I don't want to hear these niggas are stuck in a place where they talk about finesse. Nigga, $200 is a finesse to you because you're broke. The baby shits in, excuse my language, he literally, it's the equivalent of like 10 cents or less to him. Yeah. You got to be able to scale your perspective first to understand what's going on here. And then when you posted the video of the Caucasian sham that he, had no problem giving the rap to, right. It's like, wait a minute, listen, this is deeper than the baby and all this. This is about something that black people don't like to talk about, and it's our propensity to enslave each other. Nobody likes to have that discussion. We have a tendency to, if it's a soul food restaurant, it's going to be the most expensive restaurant on the block. Okay? If it's a black clothing brand, it's gonna be the most expensive. Nigga when a nigga get money, he go around other niggas to oppress them and put his foot on their neck about what he got. Right. Okay? Right. And never mind the fact, without getting too crazy on your show, slavery was going on in Africa way before the Caucasian got there.
That's a fact.
Okay?
That's a fact. So
we have to first address those things. We have to address that. What he did to those kids, to me, was an extension of that. Okay? Two young black nappy head little boys. That's probably how he saw it. That ain't how I saw it. Listen, when you selling candy on the street, you're not just selling candy, Star. You know what it is. Right. You're selling sympathy. These guys make their money. Facts. They're hustling sympathy the same way a homeless person does. Yeah. We all know that. We respect the jokes. Yeah. These young boys get $150 to $200 per box because most people slide up, get the candy, or pay double the price, or triple the price, and tell you to keep the candy.
Because they feel guilty. Now, hang on a second. Snake Holly, stay with me. Again, I owe you from yesterday, so I'm not rushing you off the line. Did you catch when the little kids, boys, both of them said to the baby, yeah, but I get donations. They weren't capping. They were telling the truth. Just like you said, selling sympathy. Yeah, yes, the candy's $2 a bar. But okay, but you're going to give me the 10 and let me keep the change.
It's a regular hustle. Come on. How we know the Caucasian sham wasn't hustling? Right. Listen, this is a pre-pandemic Caucasian sham. Let's keep it real. This is October 2019. All right? She all right. She white. She be all right. Yeah. But he gave her the little $1,000 for them 3 little crusty hats. then told him to keep the hats.
Keep the hats.
All right, so listen, it's his money to do what he want to do. I get that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was with him until he pulled out the stack of money and put it in them kids' face. At that point, a violation was committed. And here's the thing. Last point I'm going to make.
Hang on a second, Snake Holly. Nobody said that yesterday. Slow down. That's a very good point. He pulled out the money, put it in their faces, and that was a violation in terms of the streets. Continue. You're so right.
It's a violation. You know that, Star.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't never take a nigga to see your connect, obviously.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, so,
Right.
but the last point I wanted to make on this was, you got to question, never mind the rest of the stuff we talk about. All right, fine, whatever. Y'all could disagree with me. But you got to question the intent of an adult man who will turn a camera on on two young children in the front of a national stage and ask them an academic question that they could possibly get wrong.
Right.
Okay? Question that, because if the school did it to your kid, you'd want to sue them. Okay? You'd want to sue them for that. So no self-respecting adult man or woman will put them kids through a humiliation ritual or even in a situation where they could possibly be humiliated. Because, hey, you ain't never got called on in class and was surprised, and you probably knew the answer, but you got caught off guard. So now you stumbling and fumbling. Them kids didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And anybody who doesn't understand that aspect of it, in my opinion, is bad for everything we're trying to accomplish. Okay, that's just how I feel about it.
Hey, man, you're speaking facts. And again, I appreciate you being patient because yesterday I was sipping, man. I forgot to get to your Cash App. Anything else you want to add, man? Don't rush. You're a father, man, so I appreciate what you're saying. Anything else you want to add? Take a breath. Take a breath.
Nah, I'm good. I just, this situation is it's one of those things that, because these are the young. Listen, if you pull up 12 of 14 of this kid's songs, he's glorifying scamming. He's glorifying hustle culture. He's glorifying thug culture. You understand what I'm saying? You can't teach them kids a lesson that way. That, oh, well, she was the white woman, excuse my language, the Caucasian sham, she was she was a mother. I don't know who she was. You don't know who she was. She could have been.
She could have borrowed that little half-breed baby. She could have borrowed the little half-breed baby and scammed that.
Now, the minute he would have said to her, well, where's your baby daddy? Because that's the equivalent of asking that child that math question.
Right.
That's the equivalent. Yeah. Well, where's the father of the child? Then people would have been saying, well, how could you ask him that? Yeah. How could you ask that? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, it's these niggas are not qualified to lead. I understand he has some legal issues or whatever. Yeah. But at the end of the day, these are children. And they don't understand community. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, I just want to give you that on that. That's all.
Hey, man, thank you. Salute for being patient, and I appreciate your support as always, man.
You got it. You got to stay up,
sir. Thank you. Okay, my nigga Snake Holly on the checking, huh? He broke it down. Again, salute to Big Aki. Sent me the video this afternoon. It's up in the community section right now, kids, if you have not seen it. The baby talking all soft to Becky, hugged her, counting off the rack. Take that and keep the hats. Then he taking pictures. Did he take pictures with the little black boys? Or did he just jump in the van and close the door on them? Hey, salute to whoever sent me the email. Yes, I saw that article from Rolling Stone. Sal, thank you. Is that my cousin Sal? No. I got a cousin Sal. Anyway. Yeah, I saw that article from Rolling Stone. Now, that article, Sal, again, thank you. It says Rita is determined that her husband be moved to Ethiopia. Determined, but I have not been able to find if he was indeed moved to Ethiopia. But thank you, I saw that. Is there a mausoleum in Ethiopia for Bob Marley, or is his body, remains still in Jamaica? I don't know. Okay. Dot Focus. Did you send in a donation or you just send me an email? I think I spoke to you before, didn't I? Okay, I'll check that out shortly, Florida Boy Jay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, thank you for your donation. D. Yeah, D's quoting Mo. He said, sorry, we're all out of oxtails. It's a good discussion they had. Okay. P and Roll says Bob Marley's body was moved to Ethiopia. Can you send me a link other than that Rolling Stone article that says Rita intends to do it? I'm just curious. Barrington says your show produces a lot of hate. No, sir. It produces the objective perspective. That's what it produces, sir. Hey, Janet, how are you? Okay, I think you're trying to say black people hold off on getting vax until reps are paid. Well, that sounds hot, Janet, but we can't even go certain places without getting the vaccination. I mean, I myself plan to get vaccinated, but I'm not yet. I might have the Rona. I don't even want to know right now, as long as I can function. But I just can't. I don't want to take the chance at my age, until they comb out some of the kinks on these vaccinations. I mean, people are checking out. Okay, thank you again, Ken. I get your donation. And Maddie, give me a second, guys. Latino Booty Bandit. Did FBJ say he was doing bussy trades for hot dogs and fudge brownies? What are we doing? Tell him to email me. I'll fly him out. I'm staying. Okay, you're mentioning someone who's not on the line. I don't want to do all that back and forth stuff. I just, thank you for your donation, though. Okay, and I read Snake Holly. Let me go back to the phone lines, guys. Area code 704. On a Thursday, are you there? 704. Good evening.
Yeah, what's up, Star? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you? Thank you for your support. It's cracking.
I'm doing like you say. I want to speak on the topic of the. Are you still talking about the little baby candy?
Yeah, it's early, and I'm gonna allow this particular show to go back to yesterday's show. Something I don't usually do, but Big Aki sent me a video.
Thank God.
A video of the baby giving a Becky a rack, letting her keep the merch, and he only gave the little black boys $4. Didn't even take pictures with them. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I used to sell like waters and stuff and like cut grass in the summertime. I'm here actually in Charlotte where the baby's from actually.
Okay.
And, that video, that was actually here in Charlotte. And so I feel like he might have been trying to teach them a lesson as far as like a hustler's mentality standpoint. But but then it's a different side of the spectrum to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you try to do it, but you actually try to do it like you were Big Bruh or something. These kids don't even fucking know you. Mm-hmm. These kids might not even want to be.
So if you can just watch the profanity, you're doing good. You're doing good. Please. Go ahead.
So, these kids might not even be trying to have, like, a street mentality or anything or a hustling, jokes mentality because, like I say, they're selling candy. And you could tell in the video that they were on some, they were real frail. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably was kind of starstruck. You never know. Any case, right? So like I say,
if I can chime in, and I said this yesterday, I like the demeanor of the two young kids. They were very calm. I mean, they weren't talking gang, yo, break me off. They were very calm.
Right.
Very calm
big
kids.
bro, can I trying to finesse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they weren't on that. They were literally, and so the baby took it upon himself to come at them disrespectful.
Yeah. Now, hang on a second. Did you see the video that Big Aki sent us with the baby and giving Becky a rack?
Yeah. My coworker just told me about that, and I heard y'all.
No. Did you see it?
No, I did not see that.
Okay. Can I put you on hold? Go in my community section. I'll come back to you. Can you do that?
Well, I want to get back. Please get back to me. I'm gonna watch it, but I want to get on this Lil Durk too.
Okay, I tell you what. Chime in about Lil Durk and India Cox.
These little niggas is scared to talk about it.
Come on.
These little niggas are scared to talk about it.
Come on.
You feel me? Listen, my coworker, he comes in here, he an internet baby. You know what I'm saying? He try to reiterate everything academics say because he knows I fuck with academics, except for when he talk that shit about me.
Sir, you have got to watch the profanity. That's your last warning.
Okay, all right, my bad.
Jesus.
Yeah, all right. All right, my bad. But listen, look. So he comes in, trying to troll me or whatever. So I asked him a question. I'm like, do you think he always brags about his bitch or whatever?
Let's get him out of here. How hard is it for black people to talk without just, having a sewer mouth? You don't do that when you call these white radio shows. I worked at radio for a lot of years. You watch your mouths. Like a slave who knows its place. Never mind what I do. I know how to work the algorithm. When to drop a curse, when not to. Whether to be close up on the mic, whether to be back. Hit the button on the mixer. You may hear it, but it didn't go out over, through YouTube. Never mind what I'm doing. Jesus. Never mind the history of Jamaica. I had a bunch of notes. I mean, if nobody wants to go that deep, I'm not going to go that deep. Hey, also, is the homie Zach Lee in the live chat? I did something the other day. Somebody was impersonating Zach Lee. Folks, I want you to be in that live chat talking crazy. I want you to be in the comments of the rebroadcast talking crazy. But don't use Zach Lee's profile pic to impersonate Zach Lee. We've been there years ago. That's old. Zach, are you in there? Do you know what I'm talking about? Somebody was trying to impersonate Zach Lee. And then Amy asked me, I said, block him. Not that I'm caping for Zach Lee, but you just use your own profile pic or whatever profile pic you want to use. Zach in there? Okay. Ira got your donation. Thank you so much, Ira. Hey, Janet. Thank you again. Okay. D, hold on. Elvis the Chef again. Troy. I didn't watch Troy. I didn't watch Stephen A. Smith's entire apology. He was so close up in the camera. I was like, oh God, can you just back up? And he was, you're talking about the baseball player. Yeah, that was a couple of days ago. I just said, I don't want to hear him buck dancing. He goes in on black people, but he's buck dancing because he said something that he's catching hell about. I didn't care. Hey, Samika, are you on the line? 203. Let me see if I can find you, darling. Hopefully I didn't pick up too late. Samika, is that you? Area code 203. Am I saying your name right, Samika?
Hi, Star. Yeah, you're saying my name right.
Hey, thank you for your support. Where do you want to start?
So to answer your question, Bob Marley is currently buried in 9 Mile, Jamaica, which is in the St. Anne Parish. He is in his mausoleum there, along with his mother and a younger or older brother. Okay. But there's a whole mausoleum. It's like a part museum as well that you can visit, and that's where he is currently.
Okay. Now, there was a big...
I also should...
I'm sorry.
I am Jamaican.
Okay.
I wasn't born there. I was born here, but my mom and my dad, my whole family is Jamaican. They were born there, immigrated there.
Okay.
My father was deported there, so I'm Jamaican.
Was your father in the shower posse by any chance? Why was he deported back to Jamaica?
No, he was affiliated with them.
Oh,
he was affiliated with them. Yes.
Is he my age?
Texas.
I'm sorry. Is he my age? In the late 50s?
No, he's slightly younger.
Okay.
And he was down in Texas. He was his family. They were from New York. My grandparents, his mom and dad. They actually, where is that? They have the West Indian Day Parade. What is that? Utica, whatever that is.
Eastern Parkway.
Where they have the West Indian Day.
Utica.
Yeah, Eastern Parkway. That's where my grandparents lived. And that's where he was. And then him and my mom moved down to Texas, and that's where he got clipped in Texas.
Yeah, the shower posse sent him down there to do work, but he was up on the Parkway in Crown Heights. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I know a few callers called in, and I mean, I'm not going to say like they were totally off base, but they were just a little bit all over the map. I mean, to answer your question, Jamaica essentially owns nothing on their island. I mean, Blue Mountain Coffee it's an exceptional coffee, absolutely. It's something that, people get. But again, you found it yourself. It's not Jamaican owned. One of the more principal exports coming out of Jamaica are bauxite and aluminum.
Okay.
And the Jamaican government, they have a 51% stake in the bauxite, but the other 50% is a company out of Canada, a mining company called Noranda.
Okay.
So Jamaica still has the principal controlling interest of the bauxite, but Noranda has the other 50%, and then there's a company out of China that mines the aluminum. Jamaica has nothing to do with that. That's China again.
If I can just chime in, you see, I like to stir the pot. I think Jamaican people are great people, but I'm not just going to sit here and say give them a bunch of money without people knowing some type of history with regards to Jamaica. Now, the reason why I was even asking about what was owned in Jamaica by Jamaicans is because I know that the IMF, and I'm sure you're up to speed on what's owed and that sort of thing, they have been giving money to the Jamaican government for decades, going back to the early 60s. And I'm just curious if they have ever indemnified certain governments to get the money. Have they indemnified anybody? Can they get reparations? Or is this just a sympathy cry? I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of indemnification going on there. I mean, the Jamaican government, that's kind of how they negotiate, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So, for example, most of the infrastructure in Jamaica right now is being built by the Chinese.
Yeah.
One of the major infrastructures are the highways. Highway 2000, the P.J. Patterson Highway, whatever you want to call it. That highway started in 1999. It's probably in its few finishing stages. It was all in stages, but that contract to build that major highway, that was given to the China Harbor Engineering Company. And the agreement the Jamaican government made was, okay, you're going to build this highway, you're going to place tolls along this highway, and they sign like a 100-year lease or something, basically saying that the Chinese can collect the toll for the next 100 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Jamaica doesn't see a dime of that toll.
Yeah.
And this is not a toll that's by any stretch of the means. I mean, Jamaica's a third world country. Typically, the typical Jamaican
We no longer use third world. We use developing nation, correct?
A developing nation. Being that Jamaica is a developing nation, sorry, many of their citizens cannot afford the toll to even go over this highway. Now, this highway connects Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, and it passes through various parishes. Yeah. So, in a sense, a ride, Kingston to Negril can be about a 5-hour ride. Kingston to Ocho Rios is about a 3-hour ride. With the highway, you can cut it in half, but you can't afford the toll. And those who can afford the toll, you're not supporting the Jamaican government. That is going to the Chinese Harbor Engineering Company or something, because they are the ones that built it. So
now hang on a second. If I can jump in, and for those who don't know what indemnification means, that means you release someone or a corporation of any claims, present, past, and future. Right? You release them from claims, legal claims. So again, I don't know. I'm asking. I honestly wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised. And in terms of, I think one of the callers was saying something about land. I don't know everybody's family in Jamaica. I know that my family in Jamaica, we're from Kingston. We have land. My father is from Clarendon. His father has land, but you'd be surprised. Many of these people talking about, oh, my family got land, my family got a big farm, we got this and that. Many people's families are living on captured land. Ooh. This is land your family just planted themselves on many moons ago. Okay. And when the Jamaican government comes around, and they've been coming around lately, they've been basically saying, hey, the Queen wants this land, so you got to go. And you got to go. There's really no way around it. So I think many folks should kind of understand that that's also an issue as well. Your family could very well be living on captured land, and you're just assuming because it's been passed down that it's their land and they have the deed and the title and it's theirs. No, captured land is still a very big problem in Jamaica. I had an ex-boyfriend. I think his mother was on captured land. And I said to her, so if they come knocking and put you off, what are you going to do? And she just kind of looked at me. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to go back to Kingston and you guys, work this out. But now, hang on a second, because I'm enjoying the education that you're giving me. I've never been to Jamaica. I don't know these things. And now, would captured land in Jamaica be equivalent to eminent domain here in the States? Because the government or a corporation can take land, even if you've been there for, decades. They can say, well, we have to build a goddamn highway here, so we're offering you $10,000, but if you don't take it, the money, we're going to take the land anyway in 20 years. Is captured land like
absolutely
eminent domain?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's absolutely what it is. And people have fought. I'm not saying that they just, they don't put up a fight. Right. They fought against the government. The famous Jamaican poet Muta Baruka, I don't know if you've ever heard about him. No. But Muta Baruka he's been, he's a Rastafarian. He's been a figure in Jamaican culture for decades. He's always speaking about this, about how, for lack of a better term, he says the Queen's land. Mm-hmm. He says we're all living on the Queen's land and nobody has anything. And, the Jamaican government is not doing anything to prevent something like eminent domain from happening. But it's happening. Yeah. And I would more so say it's happening out in the country parts of Jamaica. I wouldn't say it's necessarily happening a lot in Kingston because Kingston is more city-like. Okay. But out in the country, Sablamar, places that are real rural, they're getting that eminent domain where the government is coming in and just simply saying, you got to go. We need this land. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even necessarily for a highway. They're just like, listen, we need this land because we're going to either be farming on it or there's a Chinese company coming in that's going to be farming on it. You and your family have to go. And they're not offering, many of these families, they're not offering to place them somewhere else. Right, they're just putting them off and telling them best of luck.
That's crazy. So, have you ever heard of the Jamaican astronaut Godfrey Livingston?
No.
He doesn't exist. That's a joke.
Okay. Well, at least I know I'm not a complete idiot to fall for it. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm silly. Okay. So, reparations. Are you hopeful that Jamaica, gets reparations? I don't know. Too much about whether they do or they don't.
I think it's worth a try. I think it's worth the ask. I won't say I think Crime Skills was like it's not worth it, it's a waste of time. I won't go that far to say it's not worth it and that it's a waste of time. I will say that, I think that there's, Mo has a point. There aren't any alliances between the Caribbean and Black Americans, if you want to say that. And I'm someone who's, I'm Jamaican. I see it all the time.
Okay.
Jamaican people, I sometimes I feel that they are, some of their thinking is in the line with that of the white supremacists. They feel like Black Americans don't deserve reparations because you already got reparations. You get food stamps, you live in the projects, you get housing, you get WIC. That's your reparation.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many Jamaicans actually fall in line with that thinking and basically feel like, well, if you as a Black American were born in America, that's your reparations. You don't need nothing else. Opposed to us down here, we weren't born into that. We were born into nothing, and we had to struggle, and you guys basically didn't. And it's a strange thinking, but it's a thinking nonetheless. So there is an issue of alliances. It's very much there. I don't know why Jamaicans won't admit to it. I'm Jamaican, and I'm admitting to it. There is an issue of alliances. I don't know nothing about what Jamaicans do in prison. I didn't go to prison. I don't know anything about that. If Jamaicans want to be booty hole protectors in prison, that's their business.
Whoa.
But I'm talking about out here in the real world, there are not many alliances between Black Americans, Jamaicans, or many other Caribbean islands. So it is a real issue, and I think that Jamaica should still ask for reparations, and if they get it, that'd be great.
I think they
just
should
like
ask
Black
too.
people should be asking for it as well.
Yeah, I think they should. They're actually demanding.
And Musa Baruka, he's also a supporter of it as well. If you ever come across him, he's a big supporter of it, and he's always told Jamaica to go after England for reparations.
I will check into. Hey, thank you for the education, and thank you for your donation, and I wish your father the best. If next time is he alive? He's still alive?
He is alive. I'm going to Jamaica in December, so I will see him.
Ask your father if he knew a guy named Ali Kwan from Maple Street in the early 80s.
Okay.
See what he says, all right?
Okay. I'll let you know.
Take care now. Bye.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right. What a great education she gave us, huh? I think we're good. I think we've combed through this topic. Folks, please visit my sponsors, www.primaccounting.com. Also in the community section. I'm sorry. I think Zach Lee's on the line. Let me get Zach on the line. Tamika Williams.rightchoiceagents.com. Make sure you check her out. She's the person you need to talk to about real estate in New Jersey. If you're trying to get some upscale property in Saddle River and other places, or if you're trying to get some beachfront property, check with Tamika Williams.rightchoiceagents.com, okay? Is that my nigga Zach Lee, 562? Zach!
Yo, the most hated Zach Lee in the building. What's the deal, Star? Welcome back, my nigga.
Did we have a nigga using your face, creating a profile, trying to comment on that old hoe-ass shit? Huh?
Yeah, my nigga, they been doing that shit for a year. They been doing that shit. They make multiple profiles, my nigga. These niggas been on my dick. But they don't.
You gotta watch that word, Zach. You can't use that word.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy. Come on.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they don't know. Man, they promoting me. They don't know. They haters. They think they trying to get rid of me, but y'all promoting me, stupid ass niggas.
Yeah.
You niggas is bitch. And, for all you bums that's asking what happened to the Zach Lee segment, The Zach Lee segment is whenever I feel like calling in, dummies.
Okay.
I got to make y'all wait on it because y'all be on my nuts too much.
Yeah. Hey, now what's going on with you and Code Red? You guys go at it, man, like for days.
Oh, Code Red, he just a bum. Code Red just a bum. He typed my name in the chat room, but then when I go at him in the comments, then he be tucking his tail. See, he don't see me in the chat room because I guess he just be on top chat, not live chat. So
well, no, hang on a second, Zach. Amy and I got somebody else new who they monitor the comments in the rebroadcast, and they always tell me, hey, this guy Zach Lee, if he stops using the word bussy, your comments will just appear. They don't have to approve them. If you stop using the word Zach, listen to me, Zach. I'm telling you, she showed me a screenshot. If you stop using the word bussy, your comments will just appear. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I stopped using it, and I'll try to use other words. It's other words that they won't, it's a lot of words, Star, that they don't want used on there. So I got to pick my words wisely.
It's because you're still stuck on the word bussy. Give it a break for 2 days, and I assure you, your comments will not need approving. I'm telling you, man, try it, all right? Just try it.
For sure. Hey, and I am the one that came up with Bam Dusky.
That was you?
I'm the one.
Okay.
That was me, Star.
You deserve the credit.
That was me.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Zach Lee gave Africa Bambaataa the name Bam Dusky based upon Jerry Sandusky from Penn State.
Exactly.
Penn State.
Exactly.
Yeah. We don't want to say what he did, but
yeah, man.
Okay, that was you. Salute, man. Salute.
Yeah. Yeah, we was up in the chat room, shooting the shit, you know what I'm saying? Shooting the jokes and all that, and I came with that one, and it stuck.
Nice.
And, once you came on the line and said it, that stamped it. It's official.
It's official. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm out, Zach. Talk to you later.
Hey, salute, my nigga.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right, Zach Lee on the check-in. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats, cash apps. Folks, if I missed anybody, I'll get to you tomorrow, okay? And also, salute again to Big Aki. That video that's in the community section, he sent that to me earlier today. Hey, Miss G, got your donation. Thank you so much. Fareed, thank you for your donation. R, I got your donation. Cool Mo Slizzy, Big Aki. I thought I saw Derek somewhere. Derek's, I'm out of here, man. Can I get you on the line tomorrow? I'm running late, man. It's kind of late, and I got to get up early and bang the roids and get in the gym. But thank you for your donation. Anybody else that I missed, I'll get to you tomorrow. You have my word. Angel, thank you. Dread, thank you for your donation. Amnesty, okay. Okay, I see Derek's. And thank you to those of you who were patient enough to wait when sending in your donations. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Good night.